A very good morning, dear students. Today I'm going to discuss with you the second essay, The Value of Silence by M.K. Gandhi. Now, as you can see the very title, you can guess what could be the main theme of the essay. Of course, theme of the essay is silence. और हम सबने अक्सर ये saying सुनी है कि speech is silver, but silence is golden. Now, as far as Gandhi's reason behind writing this essay or reason behind writing this piece, अगर हम उसकी बात करें, he is focusing that what is the importance of silence? Why should we be silent? He has certain experiences which he shares in this essay, and through that he is trying to bring forth the importance of silence. We'll read the essay and we'll find out what or wherein lies the importance of silence. Now he says he focuses on importance of silence, as I've already told you. He says silence helps us to listen to our voice of conscience. अंतरात्मा की आवाज सुनने की को हेल्प करती है हमारे को. when we keep silent, what happens? हमारे जो बाकी senses हैं, they don't work too much, and then we have some relief. And when we stay quiet, then our mind, brain, it can easily establish a relationship, or it can listen to the soul clearly. That is our voice of conscious. It makes us experience great happiness as we sense harmony of the divine. When we are silent, when we are able to realize certain things, when we are able to realize the truths of life, then we can establish a relationship with God. That is why Gandhiji says that it makes us experience great happiness. What it? Silence, of course. Okay. Then inner peace comes from silence, which helps our soul, and we begin to move in the right direction. That is the same thing, realizing the truths of life. Silence, therefore, is an essential part of the spiritual discipline. All those people who are in the search of spiritualism, who are in the search of God, who are in the search of establishing a communion with God or making a communion with God, for them it is very important to practice silence. जब हम साइलेंस प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, जब हम चुप रहते हैं कुछ टाइम के लिए, यू नो व्हाट हैपन्स, हमें एक मौका मिलता है टू कंटेम्पलेट, टू थिंक, सोचने का, और फिर कई सारी रियलाइजेशंस हैं जो हमारे को आती हैं. एंड दैट इज व्हाट गांधी जी इज ऑल्सो टेलिंग यू हियर. Now he says a man who speaks little, ये हमने अक्सर सुना भी है, measures every word that he speaks. जितना कम बोलेंगे हम उतना ही अच्छा बोलेंगे, right? And for Gandhi ji, it was a physical and spiritual necessity. अपनी physical growth के लिए और spiritual growth के लिए गांधी जी said that silence is very important. He further says silence is a great virtue. It is of great help to all those seeking truth. Now, these are certain aspects which I have just discussed in the very beginning of the essay, ताकि आप essay को अच्छे से समझ पाओ, right? Because this is something beyond our scope, right? But then to understand this, we have to see the reason that why Gandhiji is focusing on silence. What is basically the importance of silence? So according to Gandhiji, सबसे important why it is necessary for physical and spiritual growth. Okay, it is a physical and spiritual necessity. Then, now as far as the essay is concerned, it comprises of 4 prose pieces published in editorials in newspapers. 4 pieces are there and they were published separately. Now first is from Young India, and it was published on 6th August 1925. Then the second piece is from his autobiography, Gandhiji's autobiography. We all know the name of his autobiography is An Autobiography, or The Story of My Experiments with Truth. And the third and the fourth piece is from Harijan. The third was published on 24 September 1938, 10 September 1938. The fourth one was published. So what it is, these four pieces were published in various editorials. You understand that? Of the newspapers. And then of course they became part of his works. Now let us see what is there in the essay. So this is the essay, The Value of Silence by M.K. Gandhi. Let's read a little bit of bio. The remarkable achievement of Mahatma Gandhi in motivating large masses of people effectively with his call of non-cooperation and civil disobedience to lead India to freedom through non-violence made Albert Einstein remark about him on his Gandhi's 70th birthday. Generations to come, it may well be, will scarce believe that such a man as this one ever in flesh and blood walked upon this earth. So these were the lines which were spoken by great Albert Einstein. For whom? For Gandhiji. Gandhiji's concept of ahimsa was based on moral strength. He emphasized in an article in the Modern Review, active ahimsa necessarily includes truth and fearlessness. Even in his early writings such as Hind Swaraj or Indian Home Rule, he was concerned essentially with the quality of life of individuals, especially the inner life of the mind and soul. And for this reason, he opposed large-scale mechanization, which made individual workers merely slaves of machines. Mechanization, modernization, industrialization. Till the end, he held firmly to his notions of what he considered right, and even when threats to life were received some time before his assassination, he was murdered, right? You know that? He did not permit the then Home Minister of India, Sardar Patel, to provide him any security. He was also an outstanding writer of English prose. Now here in this particular part is the description जो मैं आपको दे चुकी हूँ कि ये 4 pieces जो यहाँ पे हैं ऐसे में वो कहाँ से हैं, you know, from which books or from which works it is. So I will not read this portion. And this portion is a crux of the essay, a summary of the essay. In his observation on the value of silence, Gandhi points out that silence helps us to listen the inner voice of conscience and makes us experience supreme happiness as we sense the harmony of the divine. He notes that during silence, he could best hold communion with God. Communion is nothing but connection with God. Silence helps us to control our senses so that our mind can experience a feeling of complete calmness instead of being restless with desires linked to different senses. The inward peace resulting from silence helps our soul see more clearly the right direction. Thus, silence, which is almost a discipline of the mind and soul, helps one in search for the truth. So all those people who are in search of truth, what is the truth? The truth of our existence, the truth of God, the truth of life. They need to experience or they need to follow silence like a discipline. Now, this is your first, second, third, fourth. This is the first piece, okay? And first piece कहाँ से था? Here it is. First piece is from Young India, which was published on 6th August. So, it has often occurred to me that a seeker after truth has to be silent. जिसको truth seek करना है, truth ढूंढना है, truth को समझना है, उसको क्या करना है? He has to practice being silent. चुप रहना है उसको. I know the wonderful efficacy of silence. I visited, now he's sharing an experience. I visited a Trappist monastery in South Africa. A beautiful place it was. Most of the inmates of that place were under a vow. Vow means उन्होंने शपथ ले रखी थी. Okay? They were under a vow of silence. I inquired of the father the motive of it. And he said the motive is apparent. That is obvious. And what is it? We are frail. Frail होते हैं weak. We are frail human beings. Why? Because we don't have control on our senses. We do not know very often what we say. If we want to listen to the still small voice, अब देखिए voice का जो V है वो capital है, and that is the voice of God, the voice of the divine soul that is inside all of us. अगर हमें उस आवाज को सुनना है, उस divine voice को सुनना है, then what we have to do? We have to practice silence as a discipline. If we want to listen to the voice that is always speaking within us, it will not be heard if we continually speak. अगर हम बोलते रहेंगे तो वो जो sound है, वो जो voice है, divine voice, we will never be able to hear it. I understood that precious lesson. I know the secret of silence. So when he visited this monastery in South Africa, there he realized that people were actually practicing. They had taken this vow, they will promise to be silent. They stayed silent for long hours and they did not talk. And why they did that? So that they can listen to the divine voice that is always speaking inside them. और वो कब सुन सकते हैं? जब हम खुद चुप होंगे. Only then we can hear the divine voice. So this is the first part. Then the second part is from his autobiography, The Story of My Experiments with Truth. Experience has taught me that silence is a part of the spiritual discipline of a votary of truth. Votary, the person who is looking for truth, the person who is in search of truth. For that person, it is a spiritual discipline. Proneness to exaggerate, to suppress or modify the truth, wittingly or unwittingly, is a natural weakness of man. Now, what man does, what he is doing all the time, exaggerate करते हैं, झूठ बोलते हैं, and अपनी wit को use करते हैं, जो सच्चाई है उसको modify कर देते हैं, we try to hide the truth, So because of all these reasons, what happens? We become naturally weak, he says. Okay? And silence is necessary in order to surmount it. To win over this, it is very important for human beings to practice silence. A man of few words will rarely be thoughtless in his speech. He will measure every word. So I wrote you when I was discussing the aspects that a man who speaks less, when he will who practices silence, he will always measure his words, what he has to say. Is he saying the right thing? What is the situation? What are the correct words to be used, So that is why he's saying this thing. We find so many people impatient to talk. अब वो आपको एक मीटिंग का एग्जाम्पल देते हुए उन्होंने समझाया कि how people are impatient to talk. There is no chairman of a meeting who is not pestered with notes for permission to speak. Meetings attend करते हैं हम. There are people who pass chits to the chairman, the chairperson, that I want to speak, I want to say something. And whenever the permission is given, the speaker generally ignores the time limit. और जब बोलने की बारी आती है, तो जो speaker है, he forgets about the time limits. He is only speaking. There are 50 participants in a meeting or 10-20 participants in the meeting. और अगर एक ही person अपना पक्ष रखता रहे, तो बाकी क्या करेंगे, So through this example, he is telling that when we talk, we should use correct words and we should measure our words कि कब क्या बोलना है. That is, और ये चीज भी हमें तभी आएगी अगर हम silence practice करेंगे, right? asks for more time and keeps on talking without permission. All this talking can hardly be said to be of any benefit to the world. ये जो उनको सुन रहे हैं उनकी एनर्जी का भी वेस्टेज है. जो the person who is speaking, he is wasting his energy also, because nobody wants to listen constantly to one person in a particular meeting. Okay, so in this second half, what is Gandhiji trying to tell you? That it is silence is part of our spiritual discipline, especially when you are in search of truth. When you speak less, when you speak at the right time, and when you use the correct words, only then you are moving towards a level where you can experience and understand silence very well. So first was your example that he gave you from the monastery, and second is another example that what happens in a meeting, how people are so fond of talking. Now the third one, which is from Harijan. When one comes to think of it, one cannot help feeling that nearly half the misery of the world will disappear if we fretting mortals कौन होते हैं? We are mortals because we die one day and God is immortal. Knew the virtue of silence. So he says कि हमारी आधी जो tension है ना, half of the misery, the sadness, the misery, the sadness of the world will come to an end if we start realizing that silence is a virtue. We must understand the importance of silence. Before modern civilization came upon us, अब ये बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है. देखिए आज के सिनेरियो में ये बिल्कुल सूट करता है आप पे, हम पे, सब पे. At least 6 to 8 hours of silence out of 24 were vouchsafed to us. तब जब मॉडर्न सिविलाइजेशन नहीं आई थी उससे पहले लोग आज से 10 घंटे सोते थे and they used to be silent most of the time. Modern civilization has taught us to convert night into day and golden silence into brazen din and noise. शोर शराबा जो दुनिया का है, we all have become part of it and we keep talking about all the time. What a great thing it would be if we in our busy lives would retire into ourselves to listen into the voice of great silence. Now, the great voice of great silence is again the voice of God. Now, if we take a break from this busy hustle bustle of life, only then we can understand the reality of God. We can understand the truth of God. The divine radio, it is always singing if we could only make ourselves ready to listen to it. But it is impossible to listen without silence. जब हमारी बाकी senses काम कर रहे हैं, then our soul, our brain will not be able to listen to the divine radio which is always singing in our bodies. But it is impossible. Okay, so Saint Teresa had used a charming image to sum up the sweet result of silence. Now, she has used an example of bees, to explain to us that how silence can be practiced and how or what is the correct way of, reclining to silence. You will at once feel your senses gather themselves together. They seem like bees. They seem like bees, always working. Which return to the hive and there shut themselves up to work without effort or care on your part. Okay? So, sweet result of silence. Image क्या use करी है? The image of bees have been used. मधुमक्खी. Okay? They recline, return to the hive. अपने beehive में जाती है और उसके बाद she has no concern with anything going outside in the world. Similarly, human beings also have to close all our senses and sit in silence and try to hear the inner voice that is inside us. God thus rewards the violence which your soul has been doing to itself, and gives to it such a domination over the senses that a sign is enough when it desires to recollect itself. We have to listen to the voice of the soul. और हम वो कब सुन सकते हैं? When we stay silent, when we contemplate, when we introspect, when we think, but not talk. At the first call of the will, they come back more and more quickly. At the last, after many exercises of this kind, God disposes them to a state of absolute repose and of perfect contemplation. Contemplation is again thinking, and you can only think in the correct way, or you can only think on the lines of truth, or you can only think on the line of having a divine relationship with God if you stay silent. That is the most important thing, Saint Teresa says, to be practiced. Now this example, or this image, let us not say example, this image has been used by Gandhi ji to explain that the sadness of the world will end if man learns to stay silent. Now the last part is again from Harijan, and it was published on 10 December. It has now become both a physical and spiritual necessity for me. गांधी जी के लिए जो silence है, it has become what? A physical as well as spiritual necessity. Originally, it was taken to relieve the sense of pressure. Then I wanted time for writing. After, however, I had practiced it for some time, I saw the spiritual value of it. तो ultimately क्या conclude कर रहे हैं? That silence has a spiritual value to it. It suddenly flashed across my mind that that was the time when I could best hold communion with God. Now this is all the talks of spirituality. In the last half, he is connecting spiritualism and silence. When you will be silent, when you are not thinking about the materialistic things in the world or relationships in the world, only then you can concentrate on having a communion, that is relationship with God. And now I feel as though I was naturally built for silence. He says, I practiced it for some time and it came naturally to me. And now I have developed a habit of being silent. Silence is a great help to a seeker after truth, a person who is finding truth, who is searching for truth. For him, silence is very important. It holds a great importance. In the attitude of silence, the soul finds the path in a clearer light, and what is elusive and deceptive resolved itself into a crystal clear. Crystal clear is when you can see through, let us say, the water or the ice. That is what is crystal clear. Things which you can understand and which you can see very clearly. Our life is a long and arduous, tiring, arduous quest for truth, and the soul requires inward restfulness to attain its full height. Now, what is he saying in these last lines? He says that silence gives great help, to all those people who are in search of truth. Like Gandhi ji, all those people who are searching for truth, for them silence is of great value. He says when we are in a state or position of silence, ये जो clear light, crystal light की बात कर रहे हैं ना, what he means to say is that when we are in a state of silence, in a position of silence, तो क्या है? Our soul finds a way in a clear light, and as a result, what happens? All the the things that relate to this world, they disappear, and our life is after why he says God has given us this life has been given us to search after the truth, to realize this search our soul needs some rest so that it can reach its utmost height. और वो rest कहाँ से मिलेगा? What is that rest? Silence is that rest. Okay, and Gandhi ji is also saying that it is possible only if we observe silence. We have to look inside ourselves and listen to what? We have to listen to the voice of our own conscious, through which, what happens through the voice of our conscious? Through that voice, God speaks to us and guides us about truth and falsehood. You know, he's saying here, we get to know, we understand, or this quest for truth. And what is this quest for truth? To know what is right and what is wrong. When God will speak to us, God will guide us about the truth and falsehood. A falsehood which relates to right as well as wrong. And only then, you know, our thoughts, our minds can be elevated. So this is all Gandhi ji has to say as far as the essay is concerned. Main focus क्या है गांधी जी का? That silence has its own importance. And if we stay silent, अगर हम चुप रहते हैं, silent रहते हैं, then we are given, you know, एक opportunity मिलती है हमारे को किस चीज के लिए? Self introspection के लिए, and to listen to the voice of our conscience. And it is only through conscience, which is also the voice of God, you know, conscience is the voice of God inside us, that we can reach the truth. Ultimately क्या किया है गांधी जी ने? गांधी जी ने साइलेंस को स्पिरिचुअलिटी से जोड़ा है. This is what you have to remember towards the end, you know. He says it is a great virtue. Okay, this I have talked about. Yes, this one. Yeah. For Gandhi ji, it was a great physical and spiritual necessity. So only if you realize the value of silence, only then you will be able to realize only then you will be able to seek the truth of life. And how? Or the truth of life, the truth of God, that is having or establishing a relationship with God. So this is the value of silence. A very easy essay. I will be sharing these handouts with you so that you have a brief idea as to what the whole essay is all about. Remember, the focus remains on, according to Gandhi ji, what is the value or what is the importance of silence. So that is all for the essay. You can ask your queries as and when you hear the lecture. Thank you.